Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy 1. I'm WingCap, and yeah. So, I'm gonna try and talk a little less loudly this time. Last time I think I came on, last couple of episodes I think I was speaking a bit too loudly. So yeah. I'm basically gonna try and keep it down. I have this terrible tendency to just to get all loud all of a sudden without realizing it. And that only gets worse if I go into full-on rant mode like I did last episode. It's just weird. Oh, son of a gun! You might notice that I don't swear. That's not a thing I do. So, yeah. It's kind of weird, really. I'm also gonna try not to put as much effort into keeping the conversation going. Because after all, you're here to see the game probably, not hear me monologue over a game. I don't know. And here we go. And so their journey begins. Okay, oh, sorry. Forgot I need to press something. What awaits the four, they do not know. Each holding an orb that 2,000 years ago shined with beauty from within. But now, only darkness. Come, start your journey. Return the light of peace to our world. So yeah, just as in a Square RPG, if it takes at least an hour or so into the game to show its title. Seriously, ever notice how they do that with a few of their RPGs? Granted, they don't do it with every RPG that they make, but still. I had to start this recording over a couple of times. Pretty much because, last couple of times there was just stuff that I didn't like about the recordings, how they sounded and stuff. I can tell this is gonna be hard. I also bought some antidotes because we're able to run into asps which can poison you, and I have the worst luck. You know how bad it is for me getting poisoned in RPGs? I actually considered doing one of those, counting gags. Have a poison counter come up every time I'm poisoned. But then again, I'm not actually that good at editing, so probably just out of my skill right now. Push B select backwards. A magic spell. Yeah, that's instructions on how to use the map. Let's try that. Oh. Bollocks to this. It's weird how I'll sometimes say British stuff, even though I'm not British. I don't know, maybe I just find some of their their colloquialisms just sort of kind of interesting. Where is my crystal? I can't see anything without it. Who stole my crystal? Yeah. That's Matoya. She's a witch. She pretty much lost her crystal, so now we gotta get it back. Could be worse. She could be threatening us with nightmare poison. That's a reference, by the way. And I do that a lot in, regular conversations from time to time. You can just imagine the annoyance of my friends when, I bring reference to something and half the time they probably have no idea what I'm talking about. I once read through all of 8-Bit Theater. It was aloud, of all things, so you can imagine the strain in my voice. It's kind of weird, though, because in the beginning, it's like very stilted dialogue. And it's like, yeah, you get the general idea, yeah, but it's nothing too big. And then, like near the end, big plot stuff's happening, and stuff's just going nuts, and the characters, they're paying attention, are just like cursing like sailors. It's weird. I'm trying to talk because usually when I'm playing video games like this by myself, I tend to remain silent. I know you guys don't just want some guy playing video games. They're playing guys that do that already. And even then, it's more about the game than it is, you know, oh, they're just showing off that they can do stuff like no scope or something. I don't even know what game that's from exactly. I don't play a lot of online shooters. Like, the one I would even consider playing all that often is Team Fortress 2. And even then, you know, I'm not that good. You're going to see a lot of random encounters, probably, just from the trips, because even if I cut out the grinding, this stuff, it tends to extend the part quite a bit. I want it to be entertaining, but, like, I don't want to come off too strong. I felt that guy came off too strong in the last couple of episodes. About as strong as I wish my deodorant was. I don't know if anyone's ever experienced that. It seems no one but me has that kind of problem. It's like, even if I were to put on a crap ton of deodorant, somehow I still stink. And it's not that I don't wash. Gosh, this will happen even after I've washed. So, it's just like, what, do I just have a mutant smell that can't be deterred by conventional means? I imagine some of you are gonna comment on my voice. I've heard some people say they like it. Others say they hate it, like they say that's literally cancer. I think that's kind of a strong way to put it, but whatever. Others have also asked if it's my real voice. Like they think I'm using a voice synthesizer. I don't know why. It would just do that. Unless you're playing in, like, Team Fortress 2, and you're like one of those guys that's like, oh, God is playing on here. It's got a really deep voice and stuff. What would God be doing playing online games like Team Fortress 2 anyway? Is this ridiculous to think about? It's like that question, could God make a Hot Pocket so hot that even he couldn't eat it? It's like, well, technically yes, but why would he want to? That's my question. That's the real question here. I mean, you don't just have omnipotent powers and then just get a free pass to screw around with them without things just going dangerously wrong. I leveled up a bit because stuff gets expensive starting at this town. If they ever do remake this game, they should seriously take care of the major money crunch that seems to be here. near the beginning. I've heard it being called the money crunch. I don't know if I would actually call it that myself. But, you know, there's a couple of things I could do with this game if they just remade it again, but remade it in a different way than they have done in the past. Like, I don't know, like you could add stuff to it, like archers and summoners and dragoons. That would be awesome because it would be easy to understand like the original, but you would still get all the cooler stuff that newer Final Fantasies get. I like the way that this game handled the job system because it means, like, you know, I don't feel overwhelmed by the fact that the game has a ton of people online going, train everyone as everything, before you even think about deciding what is best. I'm like, no, I just want to go through the game with a singular party. You know, that's another thing I didn't really get to talk about in the last couple of episodes, especially episode 1. Why is there, like, wooden stuff? Like, what was with the NES and making stuff in fantasy worlds out of wood? It makes no sense. I mean, you had Zelda with a wooden sword, now we have this game with wooden armor. Can't be protective, all too protective, because, you know, it's wood. It'll burn. I probably don't have enough to stay at the local inn. You know what? Screw it. I'll just go up against this guy. I am Bick the Pirate, and surprised I am that you scurvy dogs have the nerve to face me. Mates, get those landlubbers. Was this guy a freaking Pokemon trainer? He's sending out his lackeys to do his dirty work for him. That's why I like Digimon better. It's kind of weird. I, like, grew up around the time that Pokemon Gen 1 was still famous. I owned a couple of the toys and watched the TV show from time to time, but, like, for the most part, I was just a Digimon fan. I hate the two are even compared to begin with, just because of the last 3 letters of their names being the same. It's like they're completely different concepts if you actually look into it. And I'd argue Digimon has the cooler concept because, one, it could actually happen in real life when you think about it. How it, like, creatures made out of computer data and stuff, of gaining sentience and whatnot. Plus, in Digimon, the monsters are more like warriors instead of, like, animals or pets, you know? And the fights actually mean something, usually. Okay, you got me. Take my ship. Great. Wait, what else does he gotta say? I won't be any more bother, I promise. That's fantastic, man. I don't know if I can trust this guy, but whatever, what's he gonna do now? We got his boat. But yeah, the part seems to be going on a little longer now. So I think I'm just gonna end it here. So until next time, guys, leave comments and feedback in the comment section below. Suggest ways I might improve myself. Tell your friends about me. I really want to see more views and comments and stuff. And as always, stay cappy, my friends. Stay cappy.